This is my intro. There are many others like it, but this one is mine.
Hello again, sports fans. It's Dan. How you been doing? I'm here with today's topic. This one's highly topical because this one's in the news all the time right now, and there's a lot of voices trying to obscure it. It's about tariffs. Now, the great thing about tariffs is that they're actually very easy to understand. They're a sales tax. Let's say I'm in Sweden, I make chocolate. Coca doesn't grow in Sweden. If you plant a coca tree in Sweden, it will die. So I buy it from Ghana or somewhere else or somewhere in South America. And then when that gets there, I pay a sales tax to the government of Sweden, just as my example. Just like in the USA, you might pay a sales tax on bananas, just because bananas don't grow in New Jersey. So anyways, part of the reason I want to bring this up is that Donald Trump has a bit of an obsession with this, which, as Michael Hudson pointed out, the reason for this is that he wants to cut taxes on the wealthy, and he needs to, in order to support the military-industrial complex, raise taxes some other way. So a sales tax would be something he would try out. Probably because somebody in his inner circle mentioned that to him. By the way, while I'm here, I would say, don't try to psychoanalyze Donald Trump. Don't try to psychoanalyze any political leaders. It's a waste of time. It'll get you nowhere. You want to follow their class interests. A guy like Donald Trump, his constituency are the rich. He's from them. They support him financially in other ways. So that's where his constituency is, and those are the people that he is trying to serve. He is not in any way trying to serve the American working class in any way, shape, or form. So anyways, while we're here on the topic of tariffs, they can be used in a variety of ways, sometimes to protect infant industries. The USA used a lot of tariffs to protect their burgeoning industry when they were first industrializing. If somebody has to pay extra for a finished good from somewhere else, or they can buy a local product more cheaply, they're going to buy more cheaply. It's just business. Like, for example, in America, there's a tariff on trucks, and that's why Americans are obsessed with trucks. Not because American men are genetically engineered to love trucks, but because there's a 25% tariff on foreign trucks. So American truck manufacturers can jack up prices 20% and still be competitive. So I thought you should know about that. Yeah, but the whole thing about tariffs is that right now USA and China are in the middle of a trade war, and it looks like China is winning. And that would be because China has actual industry that they've spent decades building up, and the USA has virtually no industry because they were trying to destroy the working class at the end of the Cold War. And they have highly financialized their economy. The last things they build are weapons, which is, the pillar of the military-industrial complex. And that's tariffs. It's a sales tax. And the USA is going to lose this war, this trade war, because they are putting blankets tariffs on things. So that means when they go to import aluminum or steel for things they need to build, there's a price hike on that because the importer is going to have to pay that to the government. And paradoxically, these tariffs are not going to make up the lost income from tax cuts to the rich because people are just going to shop. They're going to sell their goods elsewhere. People in the USA will stop buying foreign goods because the tariffs are too high. People in other countries are going to sell to other places because their customers have all dried up. And the thing is that this is not 1991 anymore. Right now, China is the world's second biggest economy. You have places like Southeast Asia where just in Vietnam, their economy is growing 8% year over year. So there is huge economic growth in other areas of the world. What's his face, Joe Biden, Donald Trump is still stuck in the 90s or the early 90s. It seems to be that way with the foreign policy blob. So anyways, I hope this has been a little bit helpful, a little bit guiding. I'll be around whenever I'm around. I'm going to be moving apartments in about a month and a half, so wish me luck on that. I hope you've been doing great. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. If you have anything you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. And please like and subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around.
This is my outro. There are many others like it, but this one is mine.